crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Gibson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He wants to throw it again. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Trying to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Takes the easy completion. Runs through the tackle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Snap it to the back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Sooner! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Trying to take it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The give is to Williams. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Fakes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. They go to the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Start from the 16-yard line. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, better look out! Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there, before the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That's caught, it's McCoy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but...
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. It's a seam wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Makes the grab. It's Sategna. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense changing the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Catch in the middle. It's White. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Knowles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move from inside his 40. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fierce the pressure. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 10 over Oregon State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out. And
touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this, Dan? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just adding the stats and you start mentioning guys like Jones and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Corners are going to bail. Off the play fake on first down to throw. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. All by himself down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown Sooner. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Grab near the sticks, it's McCoy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Tucker. Turning it on! How about this catch and run? He started generating more and more speed the longer he ran.
Yes, it takes a little time to rev that diesel up and get that thing rolling and getting ahead of steam. But once he gets ahead of steam, you better look out. Those little DBs, those DBs become ankle biters. They go straight for the ankles and dive at the feet.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grab behind the line. It's on. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
He'll pitch it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great job by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Oklahoma 59, Florida State 0.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Off play action. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic turns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to pound it in. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They're going to run it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The give. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their fronts...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse...
Wide open spaces. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And the Sooners get enough for the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I got to be honest.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
It's a running room. All out of space. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Rushes on him, looking for a deep man. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Blue 85. Blue 85.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that ball's incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Tatum. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Blackwell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
To the air, it's Castellanos. He's taking a deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Gashes him in the middle. There he goes. The 10. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
And the extra point was good. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.